Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and it feels like an eternity since we've had an episode of Fire Force, but it's only been 2 weeks. It's just because the treasure hunt it makes time seem to expand, seem to dilate. But it's been 2 weeks since our last episode of Fire Force. We have met Mr. Benimaru and found out a little bit about the way he runs his section of the city. And from what I have come to know from mild spoilers, that the Asakusa, is that right? I think so. Thing is actually going to be a bit of an arc, and apparently is a lot of people's favorite arc, or one of their favorite arcs. So that's cool. Looking forward to seeing more of him, more interesting things from Fire Force, and hopefully it actually is interesting and good. I don't know. We'll find out. So we've got all the mysteries going on, got all the things happening, found out some interesting things about some of our characters and their histories and their backstories and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of hoping for more interesting stuff and good things to come. Let's see what we've got. I've got episode 12 of Fire Force up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version on YouTube, that's what it's there for. And just get it ready, because the beep beep timer will be coming at you shortly. I also want to mention, if the lighting on me looks really weird, that's because I have new lights and I'm still figuring out how I want them to actually function. And so yeah, learning process. It'll be a few days. Same thing with the microphone. Few days. We'll figure it out. In any case, Fire Force episode 12, beep beep timer on the way. So waiting for it. Still there. I'm gonna turn this down just slightly. Okay. Spontaneous human combustion. Ooh. Okay, here we are. Is this the celebration? Oh, that's kind of cool. Human-generated fireworks. All right, cool. They're used to this. Yeah. Makes sense. Following him. It's got a point. Actually, a fair point. You just got a little mini one. Yeah, it's a nice seam. Whoa. Oh. Who are you calling Ogre Cyclops? Oh. Ah. All right. I like this piece of music. So, no OP in this episode? We're already a few minutes in. Bugs and whoa. That is a lot of potential infernals. Oh, okay. OP. Hmm. Mm. What's going on with him? Those aren't just burns, are they? I don't think so, Benimaru. I think you're the captain. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it is. Oh. Yeah, they're all right. Very much so. Faith in your own decisions. I think that's precisely why you're cut out for it. Cool. Eve of hostilities in Asakusa. Okay then. Yeah, that's what I want to know too. Oh. Blames himself. Okay. Mm-hmm. For sure. I think that the answers are gonna come to you. So they're against the church. Preemptive prayer for your soul. Ha. Ha. Yeah. You fucking what? Why were you saying that? I'm sure there's an explanation. Yeah, he just overheard you saying some bullshit. Yeah. We'll pay for the sweets. We'll pay. I'm sure that they were talking like in context of something else. Well, there goes all that goodwill. Oh, I wouldn't want to fight Benimaru right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's pretty cool. Shit. Oh. Oh. That's what. Oh. Shape changers? Disguises? Uto. That was a dope. Oh, that was cool. One versus an entire company, and he's gonna destroy them. Alright, what is with the eyes? And what? 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 Hmm. Is he shooting the bullets that are shooting at him out of the air? No. Ow! Arthur? Just took like 8 bullets to the chest. Ha. Oh, that delay. Oh, the tree. It was falling at the wrong angle, but okay. What is that? Oh, hi, buddy. Okay. Let's. This is hype as fuck. All right. All right, all right, all right. Shields out. We didn't. That's true. Fair enough. God, he is busted powerful. Fireball, fireball, fireball. Nope. Just physical strength and equipment. But I've got equipment. Good question. The answer is he wouldn't. Just took him in the shield. Nice. No. Did what I needed to. He's coming at you again. Uh-huh. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you did. Not at all. Run toward the fire. He works harder than anyone else. Yeah, one of them's gonna die. Oh, hey, buddy. Yes, it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Something serious. Using some fire breathing, are we? You saw what you saw. The blood showing through. Yeah, you'll kill yourself for this. Roger Wilco. Wait. Ah. Oh. Kalmate Shinmon. Oh, they've got an alibi. It wasn't the captain. It wasn't him. Yeah, confirm with your own people. Fair enough, there's some fishy going on. There's no reason to suspect that there are people who can put on the faces of other people and voices. Hmm. Okay, more backstory. Cool. Oh, geez. An infernal? Maybe. He's already got the eyes. I assume that he's had this since birth. Abandoned. But he's still gonna go. Oh shit, there it is. That's a big fucking infernal. Taking the hit. Almost wings. Same there. As though he recognized that infernal, a family member? Or his brother, maybe? That's the end of the episode. Wow, we don't get to find out. Okay. Mm. Okay, okay. Next episode will be The Trap is Set. Wonder by which side we're referring to. Probably by the evangelist side. Ah, interesting. Okay, a few things here. One, we find out that pyrokinetics can self-destruct, not becoming infernals or anything like that, but actually just becoming ash, and seemingly suffering in the process for a long time. Wow, that's rough. Two, we found out that by some power of some form, the evangelist people are able to either shape change or create really realistic disguises and actually mask their voices to make themselves seem. It seems more like a shape change type of thing. Some kind of something, which is really weird and terrifying because they can use that to turn people against each other. It also kind of makes me wonder if anybody that we've seen before has not been themselves at any point. That would be an interesting thing to reveal, but seems doubtful. Seems like everything has been on the up and up until this moment. Interesting. But, you know, if the author had this idea in the back of their head beforehand, they could have set something up. Can't think of anything that would have that kind of an impact, though. Found out a little bit about the history of Shinmon Benimaru. Just a little bit. Just a tiny smidge that the two of them were working together outside of the law to try and protect people way before they were actually official Fire Force members. Which makes sense. It tracks with Benimaru's character and who he is. We also see some interesting things from him. His statements about not being cut out for being a leader are the kind of thing that the best leaders say, you know? And I said it during the reaction, but I think that's exactly what makes him cut out for being a leader, is not wanting that power. Like, it's not just not wanting the power, it's understanding that the responsibility comes with it, and that is a heavy burden to bear. I think that's one of the core elements of a really solid leader, and makes him an interesting character. And also his sort of hair trigger to violence when he knows what he saw. It's totally reasonable for him to be attacking them the way that he is. And of course they would protest if they were actually setting a trap or being evil, right? It makes perfect sense from his perspective. Luckily, they do have an alibi, which he will be able to confirm, and they'll be able to figure this shit out. And at that point, they'll be able to realize that whoever they're up against has the ability to appear as them and say things that maybe cause problems. So maybe they'll be a little bit more careful moving forward, because you can imagine that if they are able to disguise themselves as anybody, they can pull a fast one and be like, yeah, we're just hanging out with you. Oops, you're dead. Oh, sorry, shot you with a fire arrow. Whoopsie daisy. And that would be really bad. Certain elements of this episode had really solid production, namely the fight with Shinmon and everybody else. That was pretty damn badass. I love these two. I kind of hated them at first, and they have grown on me immensely. They are wonderful, goofy. Ow, that was loud. Wonderful, goofy side characters, and I like them a lot. Seeing everybody throw everything they've got at Benimaru for this entire period is kind of amazing. And seeing him just like, yeah, no, no, sorry, I am the strongest, and y'all don't hold a candle to me, pun intended. Yeah, flames going this way, trees going this way. No, but alright, it doesn't really matter. The most minor of gripes possible. And then we get this square off between the captains, and it just sort of endears us to Obi even further, because no, he's not afraid of the flames. He hates them. They hurt, but he runs toward them despite that fear, you know? It's good. He's a good boy, and he works really hard to make up for what he lacks in inborn talent. And like, yeah, what a badass. For sure. You know, to protect his own, he is standing one versus one against the strongest Fire Force member and getting bopped, but holding his own. You know, he gets a hit in. He has to use every trick he's got, every piece of equipment in his large repertoire of equipment in order to get that one headbutt in. But man, does he get it, and it is hard and solid. I mean, the implication here is that he hits him so hard in the head that the shield on top of his helmet, which I assume is welded or bolted or somehow attached, gets knocked off. That's a hard head hit. H. That's a hard head hit. That's some powerful stuff going on there. But we finally he brings out the big guns, which is this form of badassery, and Conroe is like, "Oh, I've seen this before. Please don't do this. You're gonna destroy everything. This is really powerful." And so he stops him, uses his own, he's bleeding out of his back at this point, and the only thing that will stop Shinmon is his care for his subordinates, because that's the thing that started the fight in the first place. It's like, you guys were attacking my subordinates. I'm gonna fuck you up until you tell me why. And now his subordinates are defending them. So cool. And then so the whole fight with Shinmon, badassery to the nines. The introductory sequence has some pretty mediocre production. I'm not gonna lie here. A lot of the background characters look pretty awful, like not human. Yeah. We get a Tamaki gag. It's fine. I've gotten used to it at this point. We get this stuff. What do they mean by the 8th matchbox? Is that the vehicle that they're using? I assume that's the vehicle. I just don't remember if it's been referred to that as a matchbox before. And then we get some ominous vibes here. Oh geez, they have an entire crate full of these little bug things that's each one of them is a city destroying infernal. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of problem. Yikes. We have this situation. The goofy little girl's been super goofy, doing head spins all day, breakdancing like a boss. Yeah. Yeah, boy. And, that's the first time we've actually addressed it, but throughout, Shinra has done some B-boy moves. Some air flares, pun intended, some regular flares, some other stuff. It's clear that the author, or at least the animators, went and studied some b-boy stuff to figure out what the coolest way to make somebody whose momentum is propelled by their feet spin around in a circle on the floor is, because where else are you gonna go? You can go to b-boy and you can go to capoeira, and that's about it. That's about all you got for that kind of stuff. But clearly did a little bit of research, which is cool. Production is good enough, and then it's exceptional. It mix and match. Get some Hibana moments, which are nice. I really like this little tiny piece of a gag, which is that he says this, should we just accept this? He questions her authority, right? And immediately Iris is just like, we get this grin. And Iris is like, well, you're dead, buddy. I'll say this prayer in advance. Bye. And of course he loves it, because, yeah, all right. This is just a dope moment for yeah, let's turn even more people into this town into infernals. It's a ridiculous, like, over-the-top acting job here, Let's kill everyone in the town. Yes, let us do that now. Indeed, we shall do that. As though they're just saying the same thing over and over until Benimaru finally shows up and sees them. Yeah. But this moment when he sees this and just goes into a flaming rage. Yikes. Yikes. And as always, the fire looks fucking awesome, because you're not gonna make a show that's main focus is fire without, making the fire look good. And it does. Oh, it does. So this is pretty cool. Hopefully this will have resolved the conflict. Actually, there was a cut of, this cut. This cut of Maki is pretty cool, and I want to see how they're doing it. Doop, doop, doop. There. Okay. Frame by frame by frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. Dash, dash, jump, dash, dash, dash. And into the camera. Hair going wild. Fist going past. Yeah, that's a pretty cool cut. And well worked in with the ones around it. But just the fact that he's fighting on all fronts and just dominating each of those separate kinds of encounters while they're happening simultaneously, that's monk shit right there. That's like deflect missiles. Fuck you. It's cool. It's pretty dope. All right. I think that's all I really have to say about this episode. We got ourselves a cool fight. We got some Benimaru service. We got to see all of the Fire Force kids that we like and love uh just going all out against him. And honestly, you can just take it from the two girls. They're not worried about Shinmon. He's fine. They can't touch him. Now, if they all collaborated and like worked together and figured out a plan to take him down, I'm sure that they could figure something out, but it would still probably be a bit of a coin flip whether he would just blow them all to smithereens, because he's that badass. It's also a great way of setting up Shinmon to be that badass. Um, Interesting thought. One way we could go with this is like, well, also I think I should mention that Shinra uh doesn't take much of a part in this conflict and definitely doesn't go all out. Not against Shinmon. Maybe because he's got respect for him, maybe just because it works that way. But consider the following. Again, I haven't read the manga, so I don't know if this happens. In fact, I think it probably doesn't. But it would be clever writing if we did it this way. Shinmon demonstrates that he can handle the entire eighth, right? Just, he can handle them, no problem. So, what if someone in the Evangelists takes Shinmon out? Or just beats him down once? Doesn't necessarily have to kill him, just beats him beats him to hell and back. Suddenly, that person is now the strongest person we have ever faced and is a massive challenge for the 8th to overcome. Because it's been demonstrated, Shinmon beats them, this guy beats Shinmon. What are we gonna do? Well, Shinra's gotta level up, right? You see what I'm going for here? I think it could work. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Kinda doubt that it's gonna happen, but it would be a clever piece of writing and setup and building up a character to undercut them so that we can build up another character. It's a kind of a classic thing to do, and it could do. It could do, and it could be what we're going for here. I don't know. All in all, some cool scenes, some mess scenes. Pretty much the mix we've come to expect from Fire Force, but a solid episode. Cool. Didn't really find out that much stuff. Want to find out more stuff. Probably going to find out more stuff next episode. So stick around and we'll get to it next week. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Fire Force episode 12. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week in the next one, which, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 24-episode series, unless it's 26, in which case I'm mistaken, which means that we might get a new OP and ED next week, which I'm not looking forward to because I really like the ones that we have, but we'll see. In any case, yeah, that's it from me. Peace.